everybody. This is Dicebag here. We're starting up another art stream for Crytures, of course. So, in case you don't know me, this is Dicebag, artist, game designer, world builder, and occasional VTuber. And we're working on the my tabletop RPG here. The thing is here, we got these two guys, right? I got these two guys. This is Soulstalk, this is Creebeen, and this one turns into that one. But there's supposed to be a third one, and I don't have him yet. So that's the main focus of this stream right here. We're gonna be making a third one, because this guy, Julian, has his wiki page all written up, but a key part of that is the third one. So I need to actually make a design before I can finish Julian. Gotta finish the one thing before I can finish the thing I've already finished, see? It makes a lot of sense. Especially when you realize how interconnected every dang thing in this game is. But anyways, since it's an art stream, we're gonna be joining up in the Discord voice chat in case anybody wants to join and talk, because I often don't have enough to say to really keep things going. I don't know about you, but the music is a little loud for me, so I'm gonna turn it down a notch just slightly there. And then we'll get started drawing on this. So let's see. We're to editing layer only. Alright, let's get ourselves a background there. So I'm not drawing on transparency. So I've got these two guys on the page already because I want my line widths and everything and my brush sizes to kind of be the same in relation to each other. That way we don't have the small guy having like real tiny brush sizes when he's shrunken down to the actual size that he would be in relation to the others. So we're gonna sketch. We're gonna sketch with a big ol' brush what this guy might look like, because I got some ideas. I'm not 100% on them yet. Not that. Alright. But we're gonna figure things out as we go. That's how we do this. This is how design work really goes. Trial and error. You know what? Oh, that's 100 pixels? It's like nothing. Alright, so we're gonna start with a bean head like the others have. But this one's gonna be more, in his shoulders. So with the way this guy's kind of got his head coming out of the little, vines there. This guy is gonna be like so. Or more like so, at least. That's the gist. We'll see how well it looks. That's not all. We're going to give him kind of pauldrons here. That'll match his helmet, which will be kind of the same as the previous one. So he's gonna have this. That should probably be bigger, actually. This will just be quick and dirty until I'm actually sure I want to put all this stuff in there. And then of course he'll have like a chest plate that's the same design with the big ass leaf. Like so. That might be a good start there. Excuse me if I'm a little coffee again. I just can't catch a break recently. First I had the whole, what do you call that? And the whole problem where I was just mucusy out the wazoo. And I had the throat issues. And that stopped me from streaming because it was so bad. But then well, I got over that eventually. But then yesterday, when I was gonna stream again, guess what happened? Well, the night before, I had some hot dogs and hamburgers, which have been in my fridge for a while. But I figured I've eaten them fairly recently, so it shouldn't be a problem. They shouldn't be bad, right? Well, guess what? I went to sleep that night, and I slept like a baby. Story over. No, actually, not. The real story is I slept like a baby until I woke up like half an hour early before the alarm. And I had to vomit. And I was retching and doing all kinds of garbage. It sucks. And that kind of screwed my throat up. Again. So I couldn't do it yesterday because I didn't want to completely lose my voice like I had before. So that's why I didn't do my Battle Brothers stream, in case you were wondering. I'm sure I have so many fans that were that were anticipating that. But for the most part, I'm alright. I'm just not quite used to talking so much all the time, so it's flaring up a little bit as of now. Alright, you know what? This guy's coming together a lot more easily than I anticipated. So we're gonna make another layer here, just so I can draw over this stuff without screwing it up. Whoops. There we go. We'll give him his serpentine stalk body. Actually, could probably stand to have thicker segments here. Maybe not. At least not the way I was doing it. I would like him to be more, top heavy. And there's also the fact that his arms are going to be in the same style. I'll make him nice and thick. Let's see. Yeah, that's the hand that his spear will be in. Hold on a sec, I'm checking with my own body to see if I'm drawing this right. All right. There we go. The overlapping there ain't quite right. Should be like so. More like that. Okay, I think I'm figuring it out. This is gonna be rough trying to figure out exactly how it's supposed to be when I actually go in there and clean it up. I think what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna have it split like so. So it's more like he's got a hand or a claw, maybe. Actually, it might be better just to... There we go. Now, the anatomy on this I actually need to figure out a little better. Anatomy. I'm talking about this cartoon Beanstalk Man, like he's a real thing. But no, I think we'll leave that one out. Yeah. That's looking better as if it's actually winding around itself. Or like the previous form. Might be a good idea to kind of sketch out the direction his body should be moving in. Starting to think that maybe he should kind of curve forward like so. And have his snaky body like so. Okay, this part needs to be more like that. Yeah, something like that. That's what I should be going for. So let's redraw some of this in light of that. I'm not gonna worry too much about that there. Excuse me. Whoops. There we go. You know what? As it comes forward, it's going to be curving down less and less. Then once it hits a certain point, it'll start curving back down. I don't think this would be the point though. Probably more like on the next one. It really needs to have more twist to him. Like so, I think. Or perhaps maybe it's more, maybe it'll make more sense if I actually like draw it like the neck portion all the way around. Just have it kind of braided together. Like so. I think that's the ticket, actually. It's a little more complex, but I think it's worth it. And it kind of gives a more armored look to him. Now the question is, how do I do that here? Okay, this part of the tail is definitely too thick. So I think at this point we might just have to go back to the coil look. That's a lot of segments to draw, though. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna simplify. Like so. Eesh. Basically trying to figure out if I can make them look more round. I'm thinking. But this should just continue on from the back. Kind of like so. But, you know, drawn more properly. I think that'll work. Looks funny with the whole mouth like that. It'll give him a face shield. And this we can move slightly on the tip here to make it more in line with the body. Ugh. Alright. I think we got kind of the gist of what I'm going for. I'll just set him on the ground a little better. The arms are gonna need the same treatment too. Alright, now how do we do this? Like so? You know what? Let's go ahead and take that out entirely. I really need like a guide, a guideline for where this needs to go. Something like so. What I'm doing right now is I want to make it more like they're twisting together rather than coming together. So I'm just making sure one is overlapping on top of the other, or that it's clear that that's the case. So like that needs to be a bigger bulge. All right. Now we'll start the shield arm. We could probably need to move this over a tad, make room. Maybe like this. Nah. I should have done the whole arm on a separate layer so I could edit it a little easier without cutting into everything else. There we go. Let's see. The heck is that? Oh, it's a spear. Okay, we can put it there. Yeah, the shield. Alright, that needs to be moved down. Let's try to move the whole thing over a tad. That way we have a little more room. So we could just expand the canvas, now that I think about it. The vertical is the main thing I was worried about in terms of size, so... Expanding it upward shouldn't be or outward shouldn't be a problem. think it's coming together. I think it's coming together, boys. That one, yeah, that one. Didn't remember which, Okay, that looks worse. Never mind. There we go. Main part's almost done before I get into the, cleaning up phase. So let's see. 4. Yeah, 4. Layer 4 is the one with the spear. I'm gonna do a little bit of a redesign on the way their spears are with this guy. And I might go back and change the other ones to look the same way. You know what though? This just ain't right. We're gonna move it down more like so. Not that. More like so. That way we have more room at the top. Alright, what we're gonna do here we're gonna make this tip more than like a leaf. At least to begin with. Really, probably make it a bit more spear shaped. Alright, now it's kind of made so it twists around itself. or twists around the central area there. Hold on. Okay. Trying to think in 3 dimensions here. The bane of any artist. All right. That should work. Close enough. Keep looking at the shield and feel like it should be different, but I'm not entirely sure how to design it differently. Because normally, with a shield, you would grab on, like, the far end. Then your forearm would hold this. It doesn't exactly have a forearm, though. It would look kind of awkward to have a grabby place there. Alright, we'll just leave it. It's a magical beanstalk man. It doesn't need to make that much sense. Okay, let's trash that layer. And we'll merge the whole sketch. We'll make a little adjustment here. All right. Now we can do the lines. And here's the long, tedious part. Where I could actually use a co-host. Somebody on Discord. Alas, you win some, you lose some. What is this? Why is this playlist the only one that starts music in the middle of the thing? Something ain't right there. Alright, close enough. Alrighty. Come on. This is how lions get screwed. Alright. We'll call it there before I screw something else even worse. Yeah. Alright. Almost got the head done. That took forever. Oh wait. You know what? I didn't really put a lot of thought into the pauldrons. I'm kind of gonna do a little design on the fly. Yeah, that shoulder is a little too steep. Give him a little bit of a design there. That should work. We're making progress. You know what? Let's go ahead and give him some of this on most of his leaves. Alright, how's that look without the sketch? Not bad, not bad at all. It's coming along quite nicely. But I am going to move to a different layer so I don't mess up any of this stuff. Because these require kind of long strokes here. Whoop. uh. How is that even looking? Not too bad, I guess. I go on to try and clean up the lines and I'm already in sketch mode again. Oh yeah. Almost forgot these things. Hey there, Adam. Was wondering if somebody was gonna show up to chat. Does it protect flowers or just the Verdant King? This guy is... he'd probably mostly be around the Verdant King and all his other... anything else that he deems important. Smaller ones would probably be the ones hanging out with the flowers. I actually started writing the wiki article for the Cree beans. It's not uploaded or anything yet. But we gotta get this dude done so I can, post Julian, whose wiki article is basically done. Just so you need some touch-ups like, having this guy under his creatures. I'm still not sure what I'm going to call these particular ones. Previous naming schemes were based on German words involving battle or a warrior of some kind. So Soulstalk was literally just soldier and stalk mashed together. And Creebean is just like fighter and bean. Something like that. So I'll probably try to do something else similar for this guy. You gotta fuss over my line weights all the time. Because details matter. Believe it or not. This is why I don't really care for, what do you call that? Vector lines. The other guys are always trying to get me to try vector lines, and I tried vector lines, and I'm not fond of vector lines. Let me just say that. Well, that was a nice curve. Excuse me. Didn't know I had that one single stroke in me. Well, that didn't take one stroke, unfortunately. It's coming around the backside, finally. So these guys, lore-wise, these are the guys that would show up if somebody's making a big old ruckus in the domain of the Verdant King. Normally not gonna see these guys unless you're already taking down Kree beans and soul stalks left and right. Or we go to a place that the Verdant King frequents. And you might see him. Hey Dale, hey Sketches VA. I don't know, Dale, what's your definition of thick? It's got a pretty thick tail, I guess. It's not a furry, if that's what you're asking. Needs an overt buttocks? I guess we don't I guess it's not thick. Makes sense. Clappable cheeks. Yeah, you're not clapping any cheeks here. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Not gonna be able to do this one in one stroke. What do you mean I failed you all, Dale? I always get made fun of when my creature designs turn out to be furries or something. What would be the plant person equivalent of a furry, I wonder? A leafy? You know, leafy if you get turned on by plant people. You gotta sell creatures like Pokemon, 2 versions, but instead of the exact same game, except 2 different Pokemon, 1 version of the rulebook is all thick creatures. That sounds like more trouble than it's worth. Gonna have a hard enough time just selling 1 rulebook, I'm sure. Ugh. Yes, I am aware of the OGL drama with wizards. In fact, I think I posted about that on Mines. Mostly just making fun of people because I haven't played actual D&D in a long time. And I gave up Magic the Gathering also a while ago. So I'm just waiting for everybody else to catch up, honestly. I'm ahead of the times. I hated wizards before it was cool. Actually, everybody hates wizards. They just like the games they make. It's as said by Rudy from Alpha Investments. Magic the Gathering is the best card game in the world made by the worst company in the world. It's a local Pathfinder 2nd edition simp. You're enjoying it immensely. Yeah, I can imagine. But, Pathfinder 2nd edition would be based off of the current D&D rules, right? I presume. Since 1st edition was 3rd 3.5. Oh man. I'm not gonna draw this whole thing, because I can't draw a straight line or a curved line consistently. We're just gonna stretch that down until it fits. Yeah. There we go. Whoops. Pathfinder 2e was crafted more on video games as inspiration and using terms D&D doesn't own, so it should be completely fine. And if not, it was using the current OGL, not the new one, which legally I doubt would be retroactively revoked with ease. Yeah, from what I understand, the change to the license is only going to apply to the next edition. So, if you're not making stuff for the current edition, or the new edition, the next one, and you just stick with the old one, then you shouldn't run into any trouble. But, thing is, the normies are gonna wanna update editions. And if they see that you haven't, and you're a third-party content creator, that's gonna be a problem. Has text claiming that OGL 1.0 is no longer valid? Yeah, it doesn't seem like they'd be able to just revoke the license that they've been using on a game that they're not making anymore, you know? Yeah, probably fear tactic. They're not exactly an ethical company. These are the guys who reprinted the first set of Magic last year, and but used different card backs so they wouldn't fall afoul of their promises they made to collectors about not reprinting certain cards, and then sold those reprints, those non-tournament legal reprints, for $250 per pack for booster pack. Booster pack, just a booster pack. $250. And those booster packs only come in boxes of 4. So enjoy your $1,000 chance at getting a proxy of the Power 9. Card games were basically mobile games before mobile games became a thing. With the gacha mechanics. And there'd always be some gimmicky card game that comes out and dies right away for like every single thing. Every anime would have a card game. You'd have like Jurassic Park card game, and they'd come out and they make like 2 sets and then die because of course nobody wants to freaking play that. And also, you're just doing it because you can reuse screenshots from the piece of work you already made and put them on cards, which means you don't have to deal with the main cost of a card game, which is the artwork. And trust me, I made one, I know. Music is fitting for the Minute-Arm shtick the Vine Boys have, yes. Well, this is the same music I've been using for a while. I should get another playlist made up, but haven't really thought about it or had the time. I wonder just how the OGL license debacle is gonna play out. Like, are people actually going to move to alternatives? Is Wizards just gonna hold out and people are gonna go back to them like a battered ex-wife? Will they actually see the error of their ways and change it? Because past experience tells me that people are just gonna take one on the chin and keep going back like the battered housewife. God forbid we let old used up franchises die out or anything. Yeah, I think this guy's ready to color. Actually. That shield looks like it needs to be steeper. Looking forward to the release of the Orc license. Yeah, I heard Pathfinder was decided to go and do their own thing because of that. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I was just about to say basically the same thing, Dale. If nothing else, it'll wake some people up to the fact that there are other RPGs out there. And Kohath is here, calling the Swole Patrol. Eh. That shield ain't right. Keyboard shortcuts aren't doing what I think they do. Orc license is system agnostic. How's that work? Is Pathfinder or Paizo not the ones doing it? Does it just apply to all their properties? Do they get a coat of arms on the shield and the breastplate? No. They don't have that much culture for them to have a actual coat of arms here. These guys are all servants of the Verdant King, who resides in the, or rules over the Vivid Vale, or at least he used to, before he was bound by Duke Arthur Oakthorn, who founded the town of Root Run in the same spot. And now they are owned by the leaders of the Viridian Order. Orc license won't be owned by Paizo, and it's being made with multiple companies involved which publish different systems. Know what? This could be moved down a tad. There we go. I think this guy's finally ready to color. Anyone making content using material that has agreed to the orc, regardless of which system, is safely the small creator's work and its own thing. Okay. I want to clean some of this up a little bit. After all that time Jack spent climbing the beanstalk to fight the giant, he was loath to discover the beanstalk was a giant the whole time. I don't know, did Jack really climb the beanstalk to fight the giant? I think the giant was just there and he wasn't too happy about it. Or did was the giant supposed to have, like, stuff that he could steal? I don't remember. There's probably like 20 different versions of it, so whatever. Yes, Jack was climbing somebody's stalk. Alright. Alright, that part's done. Okay. And... No, wait. You know what? Thinking we'll do these as the light green. And we'll use the middle green in the center of the spear. Ah yes, the goose with the golden eggs, can't forget that one. Yeah, part of the reason I picked Beanstalk soldiers as the Verdant King's bodyguards is because he is a fairy and plant type. So it was deliberately done to invoke the trope. We got a lot of little corners to fill in on this one. Straw Bunny. Oh, Straw Bunny brought a raid. Oops. Uh-oh. Got so excited I'm screwing everything up. Yeah, thanks for the raid, Straw Bunny. We're just here, drawing some guys for my monster collecting game. A tabletop game. And talking about the new D&D license garbage. All corners of Mind's Art are sneaking in, yes. One day, Minds will dominate. Your brain died from an emotional point in Nier. I haven't played any Niers, so I am not really familiar too much with it other than 2B and her butt. So what is the Niers like? Since you're here. Oof. Emotional damage. Dale says the B in 2B stands for buttocks, and I can believe it. The creator seems like that's absolutely something he would do. From what I've heard out of his mouth. Even with how good CSP's fill bucket is, I still got so many gaps in this thing that I need to fill in. He just really likes girls, you say? Well, who doesn't? Besides gays. That's CSP for me. Well, I used to use Photoshop, and it was way worse. So despite my complaints, not really too worried about it. Ooh. Yeah, I like CSP for drawing. There sometimes, well, I don't make thumbnails in CSP. The snapping feature is not quite as good, assuming it even exists at all, because I can't get it to work. Maybe it's something in the settings I haven't tried or something, I don't know. But it's so much easier to get things formatted in a very specific way over in Photoshop. I just don't want to draw in Photoshop anymore. Oh, and text. Text is still better in Photoshop. That kind of goes without. It goes with the other thing. I think everything's filled in. Nice. Okay. Let's get all those layers merged on the lines. Alignment in CSP is lacking. Yes. Like the background here. I'm moving it around and it like won't snap to the edge. So I just made it too big. Anyways, what was I doing? I was gonna color the lines. Just fill that whole layer with a clipping mask. There we go. Oh wait. I see gaps. Alright, hopefully that's it. Time for some shades. Outrageous price for Photoshop. I'll just keep my mouth shut about that. Let's see, what color do we want to shade with? Been bouncing between Affinity and CSP. I haven't heard of Affinity before. Series of creative programs similar to Adobe. Ah, I see. So it's like a whole suite. Whoops. That's the wrong layer. Individual creative programs. But it's all the same company making them, right? Whoops. Alright. That might be the best I'm gonna get on this. Without breaking out into a way more complex shading style. Been meaning to try an animation program. Your pal sent you, but you haven't. You know what? I never sent you those live 2D tutorials that you were talking about, or that I mentioned either. Animating in CSP isn't fun. I would imagine so. It doesn't seem like the kind of program that you'd want to animate in. You know what? I feel like he's too shadowy, but I think my shadows are just too dark. Yes, I am streaming to, well, obviously Twitch, and YouTube, and also Odyssey. So Odyssey does not show up on screen, unfortunately, the chat there. Yeah, remind me to send you that after work, or after the stream, Dale. I just lost my tabs that were open. Hold on. As Odyssey as a streaming platform, I find that Odyssey is much easier to accumulate an audience on than the others. But I think, I don't know, I also have like the tokens to dump into my videos to get them more exposure. It's kind of like mines in that sense. Although rather than just spending the tokens on like a boost to your views, you stake them on your videos. It's a little more complicated. There doesn't really seem to be as big of a live crowd on Odyssey at the moment, but it's pretty good for VODs. How were Kree being born? Adam asks. I'd imagine the Verdant King just spits out a seed into the ground and then does some magic woohoo, and then they sprout from it. Sprout right from the ground. Let's see. Face reminds you of a tomatillo. The heck is a tomatillo? Am I gonna have to look this up? Mexican green tomato. Okay. Mystery solved. I'm quite liking how these guys turned out in the design. Okay, I see where you're coming from. Tomatillo, okay, yeah. Because it's Spanish. Let's see, I was gonna do highlights. Got distracted there for a second. Oof. Let's turn that down a tad. How common are these guys? Not very common. You're probably not going to run into these guys unless you're making a big ruckus, or if you're going after the Verdant King himself. Well, I say that, but the Verdant King has already been got in the timeline that we're working with. So right now, the only people who would have him are like high-level conjurers for the Duke. So, main guys who would have these would be the Verdant, or the Viridian Order, and then the Duke's oldest advisors, who are the guys who went on the original hunt with him and helped him take down the king. What's an MRS, Dale? I'm afraid to ask. Mrs. No, there is no Mrs. Verdant King. Mythic creatures are unique. See you around, Straw Bunny. Thanks for the raid. And yeah, stop by some other time now that you know I stream. Assuming we're not streaming at the same time like everybody else is when I stream. But let's see. If you capture a Kree could you use it against the Verdant King? That's the fun thing about what I'm calling... I forgot what I call them. Hold on, let me bring up something. I was literally writing about this at work. Right, I called them agent creatures. That's the fun thing about agent creatures. The loyalty an agent creature has to its mythic creature, it supersedes the conjurer's bond. So these guys, if you try to use them against the Verdant King, they'll literally just turn around and kill you. It's a bad idea. Also, bad idea to try and use them against any conjurer who has bound the mythic creature. So, kind of functions as a way to secure the loyalty of people for a mythic conjurer to give these things out to their followers. Simp creatures? I guess you could put it that way. If that's how you think of loyalty, Dale. Knights were just simps for their kings, I guess. Alrighty. Okay, time for some of the major highlights. These guys would probably not be prone to wacky hijinks, no. In fact, the Kree themselves would be pretty serious. Just less competent. I mean, just look at that face. Does that say anything but serious to you? Look at that grimace. That guy'll put Judge Dredd to shame. Oh, right. Eyes. How the hell did I do the eyes? Okay. Do they need to train Kree? Probably not. I feel like most creatures just operate on instinct. I'm gonna double up on this one just so it looks dark enough. Probably need to put the highlights on his eyes in a completely different layer. Eh. The little gleam in the eye makes him look too cute. Yes, they would not appreciate it if you messed with any flowers. But that's mostly the job of Cree Beans to handle people who mess with flowers. Still feel like you should probably have shadow under here. See you around, Dale. Probably won't be streaming a whole lot more. I expected to do more than just this guy, but he's been taking a while. Getting the braided vine look kinda was time consuming. And I'm still not happy with it, actually. Alright, that's a little better. All right. I guess the next question is, what do I call this guy? Let's get a thesaurus up here. Actually, we're gonna need translator too, so I can get some German in here. This is the real hard part, coming up with a name. Flowers would be pretty common. Root Run is part of, or is located in the Verdant Vale, which is where the, or not the Verdant Vale, the Vivid Vale. I'm getting my my V words mixed up. The Vivid Vale, which is where the Verdant King ruled before he was bound. But they're not... these guys aren't really free roaming anymore. There aren't really any wild ones around. Let's see. Alright, maybe green isn't the best thing to search for in the thesaurus. Actually, we could probably reuse the word stalk in this.
Rüstung. Rüstung.
Rüstung, yeah. It's the word for armor. We simply repurpose it to Rüstalk. That would be a nice name. I think it would fit. The villagers typically avoid flowers so as not to provoke the ire of the Creebeans. No. The Creebeans are all pretty docile. As of now. And all of them are owned by actual conjurers. Let's see. Rüstalk, there we go. The whole point of binding mythic creatures is kind of to make the land more hospitable to humans. So it'd be kind of pointless if you had to play by their rules even after you bound one. Now the mythic conjurer is kind of incentivized to do so because he has to play nice with it. But regular people, not so much. No, now that I actually have some time extra, I could use this to make the graphics for Julian. Oh, give me a second here. Gonna rearrange things a tad. Let's see. Gotta get into the right folder here. Crystal Creatures. Creature Squares. Alright. Now we're loading up Photoshop. And let's see. Let's see if we can just swap this over. There we go. Alright, now we gotta change all this over to Julian's stuff. And I'd better close out CSP, otherwise that's probably gonna screw me over. Anyways. Also going to need the little token graphics I have. Tokens, there we go. Ooh. Okay. Bring up the creature art. I got so many different folders for everything to be in. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Alright. What did I call this gang? Roostalk? Make it a PNG here. Alrighty. I'm probably gonna need to make more of these actually, because Julian would have multiple creatures that I don't really have big write-ups for yet. Let's see. Probably have one of these guys. Cause mine. Yep. And get that saved. And Magistel, of course. Hmm. He needs another... I probably already have Sarbloom made up, so... shouldn't need to make another token for him. Alright. So, Celine... sorry, but we're gonna have to get rid of you. Where is my lad Julian? There he be. Alright, now what the heck did I need to get? Magistel, Brewstalk, Sarbloom, and then Cosmine. There they are. They're so small, I did not expect that. Thought they were bigger. The heck was that? Alright, I guess that'll work. There we go. Oops. Okay, that's what it's doing. That's what's making that noise. Stupid shortcuts that don't work. Alright. Let's leave Cosmine on that one. And then there's the fourth slot. Alright. Perfect, I think. Get rid of those. Brewstock. He is definitely in the upper tier. He's one of the right-hand men of Duke Oakthorn. And what's this guy's? Sorrow Bloom. And then Magistel. I think he was 27. Let's see what the wiki page says. You know what? We'll just keep profession as Lord. And we'll get him with his creature team. No, those can go away. Does one need to be a conjurer or need to have a magic item to cast spells? Casting spells has to be done through some kind of conduit that involves like essences, like creatures have. So basically, as a resource, you'll have mana as kind of your ability or your capacity for intellectual and magical things. But in order to work magic, you'll have to kind of use creature essence as kind of like a catalyst for the effects. So magic weapons are obviously made out of essences and stuff like that. And then if you're going to be doing any kind of spell casting, you'll have to consume essence as part of the spell being cast. Well, unless it's like just a blast from a wand or something. Bigger spells like rituals or utility stuff, that's all dependent on having essences. So let's get this guy some buddies. Ain't that big. Yeah, with as big as this guy's creatures are gonna be, it might be difficult to fit them all on. Can you borrow mana from your creatures? No, but they can... You can send it to them. You can send your own mana to your creatures. Will there be pre-made characters? There'll probably be pre-made characters for like a starter module. The Sarbloom's supposed to be freaking big. Yeah, all his creatures are gonna be massive. Except maybe Magistel. Let's get him in here. That'd be a good size. Probably about like that. It's big for an owl. Alright. Now we're gonna have to shrink it down until we can actually fit everybody in. A Magistel could be flying up here. Bring Julian and Cosmine down more towards the front. Like so. There we go. Sarbloom still has black outlines. Dang it. Cosmine does not. I don't think Magister. Nah, he's got colored outlines. Alright. Now text. Now I can just copy and paste. Huzzah. Alright, don't look. This is secret, unreleased information. Alright, can I fit this in? Hell yeah. Though I could probably do better if this was smaller. Wait, what? Come on. Yeah, that's better. Oops. And the weaknesses. Ooh. We're running short on space. Yeah, we might have to make an extra group. Honestly, these three could just be moved down slightly. A little better aesthetics. I don't know what the heck is up with this thing. I don't think that's supposed to be there. I'm not sure how to get rid of it though. Other than just painting over it. That would be annoying. Well, anyways. I think that's all I need to do. Just need to save it all. Alright. Julian? A. And Julian B. You know what? I didn't even make one of these images for Celine. And Julian C. Julian D. Julian E. You see a skit in your head of Cree being misinterpreting an order being too serious to question their interpretations, and Julian coming in and being like, I see nothing wrong, carry on. Oh, by the way, Krevine is actually spelled with a K. Because German. Alrighty. I think I've got everything saved. Let me double check. Yeah, looks good, looks good. Alrighty. Thought it was Crybean, since it's a baby form. Cree, I think it means like warrior or something like that. Krieger, that's what it's based on. That was a portmanteau of Krieger and Bean. And then Soulstalk comes from Soldat, soldier. And then Roostalk would be from armor. Was it Roostum? Of course, it's got the double dots over the R. It's German. But anyways, I think that'll be it. It'll be time to wrap it up and for me to get some food. Ow. Been slouching. Okay, anyways. Thanks for watching, everybody. Everybody watching the VODs. Thanks for watching the VODs. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Bye.